final one day. He gets to do that. The Geelong skipper is with us tonight. Joel, welcome back to AFL 360.
Thank you, Jared. Glad to be back on.
Do you have a great sense of what it means to you in your journey to be going back to a grand final as captain?
It's one of those things that I obviously dream of each year. That when we put a side together, that especially early on in the preseason, that we plan to be there, but it works out the case that the AFL is a really hard caper, and I do understand that stage too, where we've come up against sides and we've fallen at the last hurdle so many times, and not being able to play in this week. So just to be here again, it feels very special. I was super excited on the weekend, but it's now I'm over that excitement and moved on to getting ready.
So we just give us one more on that before we move to the get ready phase. When you looked to the heavens on Saturday night, what was in your mind?
I actually don't know, to be honest. I'm a Catholic by heart, but to be honest, religion is what it is to me. I respect the people that do love what it does mean to them, but for me, I don't know. It was walking across the oval. I'd just shaken a couple of hands, Chris Fagan's and Jane Zorko's and an ex-teammate, Link McCarthy's, and it was probably just that relief stage that I probably had a moment to myself.
Hey, Joel, every year you think you're going to win the flag, and as you said, you started out this year believing you can win the flag. When did that belief become really strong? Was there a stage of the season this year, there was a period where you were playing fantastic football, you and the group? Was it like mid-year you think, well, actually, our belief, I actually really believe we can make the grand final?
Yeah, there probably was a time, Robbo. It was when we went to Sydney and we played Brisbane, I reckon it was, and then we went over to Perth after that, and we came up against, and we only won one of the 3 games that we played over there, but we started playing footy that I knew that we were capable of, and it was probably off the back of that sort of stretch of footy that I thought that we'll get on a run here.
Everyone talks about the superstars, and you get forced to talk about Dangerfield and Gazza nearly every conversation you have, and I know you like them both, but you're probably bored to death of it. The impact, and we asked Scotty this last night, the impact of the lesser-known players. You're not in a grand final without Parfitt, without Simpson, without Buse, without Kolodashny in the back half. You're not in the grand final without them. So how consequential has their elevation been this year?
Yeah, I'll probably start with the first point. You don't get bored about speaking about Paddy or Gaz, but it's more, how do you actually sum them up? That's the really hard part, because, I see them day in, day out. I see what they do and whatnot. But I also love explaining to others the job that Graham Myers does for us, and Kolodjasny again on the weekends, and he's been doing it for time, like weeks after weeks. And they're the things that get me excited, that we can put them on this stage and they can really do it. And a lot of people around the world are seeing it right now. And I guess I'd like throwing there too, like a guy like Mark O'Connor, who we threw in our leadership group at the start of the year, and probably would have raised a lot of eyebrows around going, where's this kid come from? But we just thought he's really good, and we thought he was a really good player, but also a really good leader.
The start of the